Good morning. It is extremely early here in Arizona. My husband and I are up to make our dining reservations for our upcoming Disney trip. It is 2:45 a.m. to be exact, and the kids are still sleeping, so I'm trying to be quiet, but wanted to come on here and just show you guys how the dining reservation process goes. So because we are staying in a deluxe resort, we get to reserve our dining reservations 60 days out from the first day of our trip. And then we get to reserve all of our dining reservations for the entirety of our trip that we are there, up to 14 days. So for us, we are going to be reserving the reservations that we want for the entirety of our trip. So I am planning to try and get Narcoossee's for Friday evening. That is the date that we're planning to hopefully do the timing of the dining reservation a little bit later in the evening, around 7:30, because I like to go to the Enchanted Rose before dinner, which is one of my favorite bars. So I am excited to get that reservation hopefully. And then my husband is in charge of Citrico's, which is another one of our favorite restaurants. And so yeah, we're hopefully the Disney magic will be in our favor and we'll get the reservations that we want. Okay guys, I just wanted to come on here and follow up to the early morning dining reservations for Disney and what we got and the times, and I'm so excited about it. We got everything that we wanted, and I added a last minute ad after I spoke to my kids, so forgive me for not talking about that in the morning. I'll share that story later though. It was very funny. Okay, so I was in charge of Narcoossee's, and Narcoossee's I was able to grab the Friday evening. We got 7:20, which is perfect because then we will be able to go to Enchanted Rose beforehand. I'm planning on not doing anything in the morning that day, and then park hopping to Magic Kingdom at around 3 o'clock and ride a few rides. And then there's a party, not the very Merry Christmas, oh my gosh, the Halloween party is happening that night. So general guests that do not have tickets to that event are kicked out of the park at 6 p.m. and they start to filter out at that point. So my plan is to leave the park at 6 p.m. and then have drinks at Enchanted Rose around 6:30, and then our dinner at 7:20, and then hopefully be able to walk out and snag a spot on the pier for the fireworks. So I'm happily ever after fireworks. I'm so excited about that. So that was our first snag, which I was very proud of. Jess was able to get Citrico's. So we're doing Citrico's on, let's see, what night is that? On Wednesday night, like we had talked about, and we got a reservation for 7:10 p.m. We're going to park hop to Magic Kingdom after dinner, and then see the Electric Light Parade, which starts at 9 p.m. So I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping that the timing will be okay, but we're going to be right there at Grand Floridian, so it shouldn't take too long. And then my dad was in charge of getting Topolino's Terrace for character breakfast. That's one of the character breakfasts that we have wanted to try to do since we've been going to Disney World. And actually it was interesting because last year we had it booked for the last day, so Saturday, that we were leaving, and we woke up and the kids weren't feeling great. We were exhausted, and we were like, you know what? we're Xing this one. So we called and canceled, and they were very understanding. And so we didn't get to do it. So this year we're planning it on Wednesday, which is like midweek. We just have a pool day planned that day. So we're not really going to be doing anything that's like too involved besides relaxing. So we're not on a time crunch. So it was perfect. So we booked it for Wednesday and Friday because we have pool days on both of those days, and we ended up actually keeping the Friday one instead of the Wednesday. And the reason being because on Wednesday we have Citricos for dinner, and I didn't want to overwhelm like too many dining reservations. And then on Friday, we don't have anything going on in the morning. It's just a pool day. And the reservation was at 9:20. So that's the one we kept. The other one on Wednesday was like 11:45. And that's not even breakfast to me. That's not even brunch. So we got rid of that one and we kept our Friday Topolino's Terrace. So very excited to try that. I already snagged a reservation for Cake Bake Cafe. I'm excited for Saturday morning. So the morning that we leave, plan to just stay on the boardwalk, put our bags down in Bell Services, and just walk around boardwalk and hang out. So I'm excited about that. And then I think that was it for our reservations. Yes. So that was it for our reservations. The one that I added last minute was funny because I'm out in the driveway with both my boys, and I'm like, hey boys, I'm so excited. Like, we were able to snag all the dining reservations that we wanted to early in the morning. And my oldest goes, no, I don't want to hear where we're going. I want it to be a surprise. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, but I really hope that you got space 220. And the look on my face, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if we were able to get that one. And he just looked at me like he was gonna like lose it. And so I was like, okay, this is a complete like last minute. We'll see what happens. And I logged on to my Disney app, and I was able to snag a Space 220, a reservation, which is like unheard of, for Sunday night at 7:25. So that's the nice thing about traveling with my boys now that they'll be 10 and 7 is like we eat dinner late. We have baseball like 4 nights a week. We're used to late dining. So it's not as important to snag those like key dinner time reservations like 5 or 6 p.m. So I'm happy that we can do that now because it gives us just a little bit more flexibility with our dining reservations. So yeah, Space 220 has been added to the list of our dining experiences. And then the last like experience that we booked that just opened up this year is the Geo 82 adult only lounge in Epcot. And so my husband is being so sweet, and he's going to take the boys, and my mom and dad and I are going to have drinks in Geo 82. So we're able to grab that. And then he doesn't know this, but I snagged it for the following evening so that me and him can return, just us two, for drinks. So I'm very excited about that. So overall, we had a very successful dining reservation booking, and it doesn't always go that way. And honestly, with my planning, which I know I don't want to brag too much, but with the way that I plan our trips, I've never not gotten a restaurant at the time that I wanted for all the trips that we've planned. So there's definitely ways to do it. I'm sure you can see the halo of my iPad right now, but I have a wonderful spreadsheet that I'm going to share with you guys. And so for me, like, that's key. It's just planning, having like options for days in case that one isn't available. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing all that good stuff with you guys. I know it's still very early in the game, but I just wanted to come on here and follow up to show you and talk to you about what reservations that I got. So I hope you guys all have a great evening. My kids are sleeping now. It's 9 o'clock here, and I'm just gonna chill and relax and probably watch some Disney vlogs. Have a great night, guys.